Hello everyone, it's Tana and welcome back to the Not2Shabby shop channel. Today we're working with the Insect Cuties box of the month, and I know the kit or the box is sold out, but it's still inspiration for anybody who bought the box or anybody who has similar stamps or ephemera. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. So I'm making two cards, one slimline, one A2 sized. And I'm just going to show you how I did one background, but I did a few of them. And I didn't actually end up using this one because the colors didn't really turn out the way I wanted them to. But for this panel, I used liquid watercolor. For the other two panels, I used Catherine Pooler inks mixed with water to achieve the same effect. I just wanted some very unplanned watercolor stripes. So here are the Catherine Pooler inks I used. Sparkling Berry, Cummerbund, Serenade, Bellini, Chiffon, and I believe it's a boy. That was off the screen too quickly. And I used the two smaller panels. The A2 size panels are Tim Holtz Distress Watercolor cardstock. The one you saw me watercolor was Bristol. And the solid yellow one was Canson XL watercolor cardstock. So now I'm using this stamp, background stamp from MFT, to add some additional stripes to my panel. I had an idea in my head here about the stripes coming down at an angle. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. And I did not use the panel with the yellow, orange, and blue. I just used this panel here, the solid yellow, and the one with the purple and pink and blue stripes. So now I'm using a piece of the slimline pattern paper from the paper pack, and I'm going to put my solid yellow panel with the black stripes on top of that, popped up on foam tape. Excuse my voice, guys. It's been really cold and rainy here, back and forth with the weather, and I've lost my voice again, so I'm trying really hard to get through this. And now I'm going to complete this slimline panel by using some of the ephemera. And I just planned out a simple layout because I think that the stripes are really a focal point, the black stripes, and I like the way they turned out, and I didn't want to cover a lot of it up or distract too much from it. So I pulled out two of the sunflowers I had in my ephemera, the bee's nest, the sleeping bee, the little panel that says hello beautiful, and then a couple of smaller bee ephemera. After those are all glued on and dried, I do add some of those little gemstones that came in the box on the flowers of two of the bees, and then I used 3 on the little strip that said hello beautiful. So now I'm going to watercolor another piece of Tim Holtz Distress watercolor cardstock with the same purple that I used in the stripes of the panel that we're going to use. I'm going to heat set that. Now I went over this with Serenade and Serene because I had used the Serene on that panel and it wasn't quite as bright as I was looking for, so I went over it with Serenade. So I did the same thing with this panel here because I wanted them to match. So after I get that to look the way the purple stripes do, I heat set that, and we're going to stamp out our sentiment, which came from, I believe, the Insect Cuties stamp set. Beautiful as a butterfly, I think. And then I went over it after stamping it out with Catherine Pooler's Drive-In ink with the Wow Halo embossing powder inspired by Catherine Pooler, and cut that out with a die from my stash. Now we're going to go ahead and use a piece of a solid colored cardstock that ties in with the blue stripes on the front panel. And I'm going to adhere that to a top folding card base with double-sided adhesive. And then I'm going to pop up the watercolor stripes panel on some foam tape and add some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to that. And then we're going to place that in the center. Now I did play with the idea of putting this butterfly ephemera up on a wobbler, but I did a wobbler recently, so I decided to pop it up with some foam tape instead. But it would have worked with a wobbler and it probably would have looked really cute. And since my background stamp only went down to a certain point and some of my stripes lined up at the bottom there instead of extending all the way to the corner, I covered that part of it up so it still looks like all my little doodle stripes are going diagonally down. I added some pink gemstones to that, and that second card is done as well. Hope you guys like what you saw here today. We have some exciting new things coming out next month in the next release, so stay tuned. Don't forget to use the coupon code down below, and look for the DT members on Instagram and on YouTube. They have lots of inspiration for everybody all month long, every month. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.